we go. And we are back for more triangle strategy. So, I figured out a couple things. I double checked some of the stuff for the golden route, and it looks like we may be in for some things. But not in this time. For now, we're gonna keep going with Sleep My Friend. And we actually have a lot of other side stories and stuff to bust through today, so let's try to get that done. Expositional Onslaught ahoy. That being said, I did do the other scenarios that were in here. They weren't too bad. This one actually even has like a boss for it, which is pretty cool. I think we should probably also figure out who we're gonna use these promotions for. Let me double check how many we actually have. So we have 3. Some of the more obvious ones would be like Roland, Eridor, maybe Frederica. Huette's also pretty tempting. Everyone else at this point, including even Benedict, is at veteran. So I would think actually, what do you get? Surprise attack. Increased damage dealt when taking cover. So if she comes out of cover to hit somebody, it'll do more on top of the... I think she already gets... Oh, you know what? That might actually be on her weapon for the backstab damage. Passive skill increases your magic attack when on a square that's set ablaze. Which is interesting because it doesn't imply that she also isn't, like, not going to take damage on that square. In comparison, though, Corentin gets an interesting one, which is TP plus on ice. So, grants 1 TP at the start of your turn when standing on an icy square. So, actually, as he's advancing and as he's casting, once he puts himself on the ice, he'll actually be able to cast faster. Which, that sounds pretty good. And then Roland gets, his is a little weird. Just gets extra, movement when he in clear weather. And then she gets, what is it, fight or flight? Increases your movement by 1 when enemies are nearby. Actually, she's already got that. Still, getting that his strength to 30 and a little bit more defense is always nice. We'll do Master Cavalryman, we'll give one to Frederica, and then the other one we'll give to either Huette or Eridor.
On my honor as king!
Actually, I'm a little tempted to give the other one to Huette.
It was worth every effort.
Because we have another skill here called Sight Set. Deals physical damage to enemies within your weapon's range for a turn. That seems pretty neat.
Effort is rewarded.
Alrighty. So that'll do it for that for now. Wait, hold on a second. We did get a couple more upgrades things. And we actually already got all of the medals and stuff, but the rest of this is going to be for like final weapon upgrades, and did I get the extra silver? Okay, yeah, I did. And that's mostly what's left. Doesn't seem to be any more lore or anything, at least not right now. But enough of that, because now... So the only thing on here is these guys gathering to talk about Serenoa and some other things, but we also have a fair amount of these to go through. We'll probably go through a couple now and then push the plot and just keep doing it that way. So let's see. Eridor brushes off the subject of Benedict's sought-after flower, but why?
Made it in time, my lord.
Whew.
Eridor, you came.
Lady Destra. Your mother was loved by one and all, my lord. Honoring her this day is the least we can do. Is it just you here, my lord?
We are beset on all sides by tasks large and small. I would not impose my familial obligations on the others.
Spoken like a true leader. Me and your mother may not have been family by blood, but duty bound us just as close.
I am sure she would have been overjoyed to see you by my side. I never had a chance to know her. My only memories are from stories others told me.
So this is also kind of interesting in context with the idea that, like, we could have actually had this scene happen before his father was killed, but now we've done it afterwards. So, like, Eridor and Benedict are, like, some of his main, like, father figures now.
And still, I somehow can feel the warmth of her embrace, hear the loving sound of her voice.
It's got an extra.
She was smitten, that is true. She held on to you so tightly. I reckon not even the Dawn Spear could have pried you from her.
Did she?
Lady Destra's smile was brighter than the sun, and near as constant. She treated young Benedict and I like little brothers, though at times we weren't so deserving of her care. Even so, she always had a kind word, and worry enough to spare. There weren't a woman like her in all of Narzelia.
Why would you do that to yourself? Eve Online? Oh no. First Fallout 76 and now that.
You ran so deep. Benedict never mentioned it.
His lips aren't as loose as mine, especially when it comes to Lady Destra.
Lady Destra is kind of in an interesting situation because she was also sent here after having become pregnant with the king's son, essentially. So she was being held over here, and then they actually married into this kingdom.
Speaking of which, here. Your mother would have loved to get one of these from you.
A snowbell? My father mentioned her fondness for these flowers.
Oh, so he just up and found it. Damn. Eve is an old flame. She's only prettier than ever. I was going crawling back to her now. How many times it breaks my heart. Oh no. A tried and true, yet broken relationship.
Every year when I visited her, without fail, one of these would be placed in front of her grave. Was that you all this time?
Well, not exactly, my lord.
They're quite rare, are they not? I often search for them, but I have yet to see one in bloom. Where did you find it?
Well, I made a journey down south. Benedict insisted. Apologies for my absence, my lord.
There is naught to apologize for. 'Twas a thoughtful gesture, and I thank you for it. Somehow, I can feel Mother smiling down upon us.
More than I deserve, if I'm being honest.
Like how he nodded to that. Like, damn.
There's already a snowbell. Who could have...
Benedict beat you to it.
Should have known. Nothing will stop him from his duty.
What was that?
It was nothing, my lord. Seems we're not the only ones carrying a torch for Lady Destra.
Indeed. We are fortunate to be part of such a close-knit house. And that is thanks to those who serve it. I trust I'll see you here again in a year's time, Eridor.
Of course, my lord. Snowbells might capture a moment in time, but your mother inspired loyalty for an eternity.
Oh, ain't that touching, and also a little weird. That's like one of the few that actually makes sense that Serenoa's convictions would be strengthened by that. Some of these, he's not even in them. Let's see, so while out training, Huette recalls the promise she made to Roland before the war began. Just shooting the shit. Hiya.
At it again, eh? You know, even the Dawn Spear set down his weapon on occasion.
We are at war. I cannot hope to end it by being idle.
Spoken like a true member of the Kingsguard. You lot were always too serious for my taste.
We were not serious enough. Where is the king we were meant to protect now? What will become of his kingdom?
Yep. His head got rolled. She's the only one that survived.
King Regna and Crown Prince Franny are no more. Only Roland and Cordelia remain. When I think of how lonely my charge must feel, I almost feel smothered by the guilt.
If he's lonely, he hides it well. Could be that losing his princely obligations has lifted a weight off his shoulders.
Except that now he's king.
And who are you to speak on his feelings? His father ever doted on Franny. He knew precious few moments of his mother's love before she passed. Even so, he tried his utmost to never show weakness in front of his sister. He was there for her in the worst of times. There was never a place near the throne for him. Truth be told, Sir Maxwell was more of a father to him than anyone. I'd like to think I have been more than his guard. Oftentimes, I felt like his confidant.
You and Flugy are constant companions.
Look at that Boyd.
As I said before, my prince, he is more than my companion. He is the truest friend I could ask for.
A true friend. I must admit, I envy your relationship.
My prince, I did not mean to.
'Tis nothing to apologize for. I simply find the idea of soaring the skies with a true friend to be somewhat romantic.
You could do the same with the proper training. If it pleases you, my prince, I would gladly teach you.
You would? Then I gladly
Holy shit.
accept.
Roland
I
as
trust you
a
will go easy on me.
Roland as a fucking Hawk Rider would be amazing, by the way. I know this is supposed to be a bit more
I can
mushy than
promise
that,
no
but
such
still.
thing. You must become as ferocious as a hawk yourself if you wish to ride one. War broke out soon after that. My promise to teach him is yet unfulfilled. So I will train, I will fight, until the skies are no longer clouded by the fires of war. Only then can I rest. Only then can we fly free. Perhaps then, with the wind in our faces, we can forget our stations, our titles, if only just for one moment.
What was that last part? You'll have to speak up.
I like the idea that thought bubbles aren't actually thought bubbles, they're just asides that are supposed to be quiet.
Nothing. Nothing at all. Yes, it's back to training for me.
Just thirsting. Just a little bit. Alright, one more and then we'll hit on for the Hierophant here.
It's become late. We'd best keep an eye out for bandits.
You have a warrior's intuition. You needn't worry. I won't let us come to harm.
It takes no great intuition to see that this world is falling ever deeper into chaos. The reasons, however, remain elusive. Will we see our way safely through this darkness? I cannot say.
We have naught but our duty, and mine is to Prince Roland, whatever might become of House Wolford.
I like the idea that Hewitt's like, you have the instincts of a warrior. It's like, bitch, it's just street smarts. What are you talking about?
I find your perspective refreshing. Although it may be direct, you walk the path you've chosen with confidence.
Then again, meanwhile, they just stop in the
On
middle
the
of a
other
road to
hand,
talk.
I often feel that I'm fumbling. I had thought Gustadov to be a man of reason. But now I see that he will not hesitate to employ deceit to achieve his goals. In a manner of speaking, he and I are not so different. I, too, once hoped to have the influence to change the nation. At least, I told myself so. Really, all I wanted was to be free, and Frederica was simply a means to that end. As long as I had what I wanted, I had no great concern for what became of her.
Gila,
But this war has caused me to reconsider that. I realize that Frederica herself is worth caring for. She's not the sheltered princess I took her to be. Her wits are a match even for Benedict. She surprised me, and shamed me. I was wrong to underestimate her, to define her by her birth and station. She represents my greatest failures as a teacher, but also my greatest success. For she has truly taken my lessons to heart. I see now there is no shame in serving another, and no shame in sacrificing my freedom for something greater. Oh, but perhaps I've shared overmuch. For some reason, I find it easy to talk with you.
That or people just don't talk to her a lot. Like, damn.
the feeling is mutual. You are not so aloof as I thought.
Whoa.
Thought. When the war is behind us, I may very well open my own school.
Oh, Lord.
Of course, you would be welcome to join me. I would be master of the classroom, and you could be master of the training yard.
Professor Gila, huh?
Teach our students the art of hawksmanship. Our riders would be first class. Ah, what should our school be named? You will come and teach with me, won't you?
Sheila's just like, I'm about to adopt this woman immediately.
Not half so aloof as I thought.
Alright, so let's see what's going on here. The Hierophant's Palace. The saintly summon gathered at the Hierophant's Palace without Serenoa, because he's literally heading for the mines.
Glenbrook has withdrawn from the sanctions and reopened trade with us.
Hey.
King Roland is truly a man of his word.
Furthermore, during the battle for the Crown City, our forces sustained nary a scratch. while the Esfrosti were all but crushed.
That's kind of interesting considering how much damage there was to the capital city as well, which means that these guys literally just turned and flipped everything up on its ass to kill each and every one of them that were still there.
We could not have asked for a more auspicious outcome.
An outcome that would not have been possible without the Elfric we supplied them. Still, Minister Serenoa and House Wolford must be given credit for aiding in our victory.
Minister Exham, how strange to hear you lavish such praise upon another.
I am only speaking truth. Leaving Minister Serenoa in Glenbrook's hands is unwise.
I agree. As one of the Saintly Seven, he belongs here with us.
Of course. We shall bring him under our thumb. The Holy One has plans for the young lord.
I bet they do.
Making him our creature has the added benefit of bringing his entire domain under Hyzantian rule.
Oh, jeez.
But I doubt His Majesty will be so willing to part with him.
Oh, indeed. And yet King Roland owes us a great debt, which will be all the greater after we help him rebuild the Crown City. We will so overwhelm him with generosity, he will be unable to refuse us anything.
So, you mean to seize Glenbrook as well, Minister Edor? Somehow I am unsurprised.
I seek nothing more than to spread the goddess's grace and wisdom to Glenbrook and even Esfrost, until her divine protection shelters Nozelia in its entirety. That is what the goddess desires, and therefore, what the Hierophant desires as well.
I wonder if there's ever actually a time where we see what they look like. Probably not. For all we know, there's no one in there anyway. Oh god. A load of cargo from the Grand Rosalian mines arrives at Twinsgate. Oh. Nice. Do we finally get to see and have it confirmed in the video game?
Is this all of it?
Yes, my lord. This is all the cargo we were able to carry. Our comrades at the mine should be putting the final touches on everything right about now.
And why is no one telling me what is happening? I don't even know what cargo you are hauling.
We're only following Archduke Gustadolf's orders, my lord.
Yes, I understand that. Stop your sniveling. Perhaps you may have heard the Archduke has summoned me to Ironstone. This may be the last time I serve at this fort. As such, I would like to show my appreciation for everything you've done. Do you have a moment?
The sentiment is appreciated, my lord, but the Archduke insisted we make haste.
And did he also insist you spit in the face of his uncle's generosity?
No, my lord. Of course not.
Ooh.
I meant no disrespect. We shan't refuse your gracious offer.
Come with me.
Can all that cargo truly be naught but iron ore? I suppose I shall have to find out what it is for myself.
And they find out there's an archer in there or some shit. Dun dun dun. Ah, okay, so we don't get to see that though. And now we're at the mines. Wait, how are we doing an investigation when there's a bunch of forces still here? The party heads to the mines to investigate and reclaim it from its Frost's remaining soldiers. Back here again. Whoa. Holy shit. Dunk.
Were those the only ones?
I do not understand. There were far more soldiers here when I came scouting.
They've mined more since the last time we were here. Perhaps the enemy is further within.
Likely that's the case. But navigating these twisted tunnels ain't gonna be fun.
I like how Eridor's is just kind of knocked out. Meanwhile, the one Anna took is just fucking dead. The enemy is further in.
Indeed. The enemy may be waiting to ambush us around any corner.
The enemy is nearby.
I advise we familiarize ourselves with the nearby tunnels before we head any deeper into the mine, Lord Serenoa.
Also, I don't know if we're gonna be able to find Dragan's old body. I forget if they just charted or just yeeted it off somewhere, but they never buried it, that's for sure.
Let's take care to cover our tracks while we look around.
Oh no, that's right. They actually recovered his body. Svarog knows about it, that's right. It appears Esfrost has put a lot of effort into the mines. They've installed quite the number of mining carts, perhaps to transport large quantities of ore. Let us investigate the area further, but we must be on our guard. There's no telling if or when the enemy will strike. We might be able to ride the mining carts to get through the tunnels quickly. Let me see if they work. We might even be able to use them against enemies. Whee! Look out, Eridor! Oh god, huh? Whoa, the cart! Phew, that was a close one. Thanks for that, lad. Let us proceed with caution. I would hate for anyone to get hurt by one of those carts. Now we can put bombs on the carts. Whee! Hold on a second. Wasn't there something? No, it's down here. Give me. Ooh, quality timber? Hell yeah. It's not superior, but it works all the same. Fucking, there's a step here, just... yeah. Oh, can we? Is this one of Lord Jagan's explosives? They're along the tunnel walls. We must be careful. Ooh, yeah. Can we hit those and... alright. What's this? Yeah, large range recovery. Okay, cool. Oh, and I can call them from... alright. So we can just call them from the stations. Right here. It looks like mining continued even after Dragan was killed. I cannot help but wonder if this is what Gustadov wanted from the start. Is she on the track? Okay, no. The mines are meant to be a symbol of a new age of peace between the three nations, yet it feels no more than a distant dream now. What do you think should be done with the mines now, my friend? Why not leave them be for now? Someday the world will be at peace again and mining can resume. The mines are located in our domain within the Kingdom of Glenbrook. Let us manage them together as one of the kingdom's assets. We can use it to rebuild the kingdom as a place to work for those who have lost their jobs during the war. A fine plan. If we can reward those who have suffered during the war, Glenbrook will recover all the faster. But we won't be able to use Dragan's explosives. I wonder if we will be able to mine these tunnels on our own. Where there's a will, there's a way, my friend. And we will find that way for Glenbrook. Oh, that didn't stop it. Those frosty dogs are hiding somewhere around here. We need to flush them out and then recapture the mines. You don't know when the enemy will strike. But when they do, we can utilize these minecarts to fight back. We just gotta make sure we don't hit any of ours. Can I not go down? Hello? Whee! I wonder if it's actually gonna save the positions of these for when we start the fight. Oh shit. Wait a second. Stop going out there. Obsidian anklet. The fuck is that? Increases strength, Oh. What? Oh, that sucks. Increases strength and magic attack, but prevents natural TP recovery at the start of your turn. Hell no. I'd sooner just take the damage from the black anklet, like, damn. I guess if you had someone who could reliably kill people and had like a TP recovery from that, or Corentin's final skill where he can regain TP from sitting on ice, like certain specific things like that maybe, but otherwise no. I suppose the number of minecarts indicates how much work the Duchy has done in these tunnels. To think they've come so far in such a short time, it makes me wonder what their hurry is. $3,500. Yeah. Oh, that's the call to card. Is there something here? Even more money. Of course, Hewitt finds like the highest place to be in. There are more people here when I came scouting. My guess is that they are hiding within the tunnels now. They may be planning an ambush. We should see if there's anything we can use to our advantage around here. I mean, we got carts and we got bombs, so... Is there any other way to hop down? Okay, yeah, there we go. Ooh, superior fiber. Yes. I need to get down. I need to get down. Okay, thank you. Actually, I should probably move some of these still, just because I don't know if stuff's gonna be under them or not. Let's try to go talk to Anna then. There may still be survivors. We cannot let our guard down. Just what is Esros' aim? At least that one's still, like, alive, just unconscious. Doesn't make any sense. Troops should be stationed at the entrance, regardless of whether you want to defend or abandon the mines. So why are the soldiers hiding in the tunnels? They gain nothing by hiding in the tunnels. Perhaps they are luring us into some sort of trap. I thought they'd do it on their own volition. There may be some tactic that they had been ordered to carry out. The burden of defeat would likely thrust upon them if they returned to the duchy. They might just be hiding, knowing that they had no place to return to. It's quite possible. Even so, we cannot retreat. We must find out what Esros was doing here. I agree. No matter what they have planned, we will give them no quarter. Yep. Still gotta go through with it. I was gonna say, plots like this always love throwing that around like, I know it's a trap, but... Oh, I'm gonna put my face in here anyway. So I think that's everybody that's actually out here. Trying to see if there's any other things to grab here. Doesn't seem like it though. I think we might have picked up everything. Me up. So I kind of wonder what the radius on some of those bombs is going to be. There are explosives everywhere. I have a bad feeling about this. Or if we're going to have to try to, like, dispose of them somehow.
Benedict, These spheres everywhere. Unless I'm mistaken, they're explosives.
These heckin' bombs.
Yes, a means Lord Dragan devised for breaking through the bedrock. They aren't as powerful as blast crystals, but they are simple to set and can be manipulated to go off at the same time.
It's probably for the best that they're not as strong as blast crystals, considering that shit nuked the bridge.
Reckon I'll go collect whatever charges are left, my lord. Just to be safe.
Thank you.
I wonder if we could have ignored those and just, like, not done anything with them.
I do not find it strange that there are explosives in a mine. Only that they have been left here.
Indeed. As deadly as they are, one would hope they were stored more safely.
You'd think the miners would have put them at the far end of the tunnel if they meant to use them.
It was a trap.
But they're everywhere, along the whole length.
If they were to detonate, the entire tunnel would collapse.
Yeah.
They must have been left here on purpose.
Duh. Oh.
Intruders! Get them!
Yes, Frosty Army!
Oh, and that's an archer right off the bat. Fuck. Ding ding. It's time to throw down. Oh god, 26. Bombs are placed all along the tunnel walls and enemy soldiers appear before Serenoa and the others. Well, we just took away the bombs, right? Unless the ones that we didn't interact with are still left there, maybe?
Yes, Frosty mean to seal off the mine.
Do not let them to the tunnel. Kill them.
But this is House Wolfort we're up against, Commander.
You think I don't know that? Battle won't be easily won. But if we've the metal to use our explosives, victory may cost us our lives, but we could take those Wolfort curs with us. For Esfrost, for an end to Hyzantian tyranny.
Hyzantian tyranny.
We must blockade the mines. Soldiers, make ready.
I mean, he's not wrong about that second part, but damn.
Aye.
No, they don't mean to.
They would blow the tunnel at the cost of their own lives?
Oh god, seek Xeon! They're gonna drop the walls on us. Oh, we are all in one spot. Allow even a single explosive to detonate? Fuck. How many are there? Or is it just that they're gonna keep placing them as we progress? So like we're just gonna have to bum rush this dude. And it detonates in 70 turns. I like how when you you highlight it, it just starts sizzling like, oh god. Or hissing. Yeah, I don't see any others. Shit, Huette only goes first because of her scarf. The rest are gonna start moving, and the only one that's fast enough to, like, get in there between them is Roland and Serenoa. Shit. There's a lot of people here, too, by the way. I don't know, we might have to grind more before we do that. So let's see. Obvious ones here. We should also probably keep Flanagan just because of the extra height traversal. Milo having moon jump would be good. Moon jump is surmount. It's interesting that Jens is recommended. I guess just to fling them off of some of the elevation. And I guess Benedict would be suggested because he can give people, like, 2 turns. Or being able to do their turn faster. But he's also, like, one of the weaker guys that we have, so that's probably not gonna happen. We're gonna need Frederica to at least help them cast and clear out some of these guys. At the same time, we're gonna have Huette. Archibald doesn't really have a lot of movement.
I live to serve. Your wish is my command. I live to serve.
I wouldn't mind having Piccoletta just because she can also toss those elemental stones while also having her decoy cause trouble. But, well, the only big caster we would have at that point would be Frederica. So that might be doable. Her jump is also 4, with her movement being 6. Movement 5, jump 2. Wait, you're... Oh, well, I guess because she has a moon jump, but still. That sucks. Wait a second. You don't have accessories at all? I thought I... I thought I put shit on you. Not putting the obsidian ring on you, though. That's not happening. Oh, you know what? I think she lost her stuff when we split with her, because they took it off of her so that we could use it in case that was necessary. One thing I want to check, though. No. I might as well, because then we can go buy stuff. If we're doing this, can I... Oh, okay, we can. So that's not a problem. It just means that when we come back out... When we come back out, it's just gonna be like, oh, what were we doing? Oh yeah, we were fighting in a mine for our lives. That's right. Holy shit, 99 in stock for the regular pellets. We are starting to get to the point where, like... some of the smaller and even the larges aren't super relevant. The only way that they would be is if we used, our other ranged healer. Need to give your girl some ammo. Alright, well... So, one thing to note is that when we start trying to go through things after we do our first run here, the main save that's going to be important for that is actually going to be save 3. Which means that we have a little bit of wiggle room here to mess with the other ones. So I'll do that for now. And we'll try to get into it. We'll see how rough this one's gonna be. Some of these guys might also just level pretty quickly, as long as they can make it through some of the initial, scuffles. So let's see something. Explosives! The explosives sent by the enemy are set to detonate on a timer. Move to the next one. Right. Minecarts. The rail will glow blue when a cart can be used, and the opposite area station will become selectable. The yellow panels indicate minecart call stations. Alright. When you're standing next to a station where there is no cart, you can call the cart over from the opposite station. Right. We figured that out when we were looking around. Keep in mind that a cart deals damage to anything on the rails that it travels on. Ooh, A lot of coverage, by the way. And most of the routes needed to actually get to the bomb involved being on the rails or using the rails in one way or another. Of course. Alright, so who do we want in front here? Gila can head on to the back. Picoletta should probably be a little bit further up front. Because our main objective right out the bat is going to be to stop this fucking thing. The problem and the thing that I'm afraid of is that once we get rid of this one, there might be another person with a charge further in. And if that's the case, it's just going to be one of our flyers making a mad dash constantly, and that might get a little out of hand. But we'll see what happens for that. We have 70 turns, I'm assuming, for each of these. But turns in this aren't just the enemy going and then you going and then back and forth. It's on that timeline, and it's just per action. That being said, dealing with this shitter is gonna suck. All these guys have like special skills and all that stuff now. Freezing arrow, I think. Yeah, lowers speed, but doesn't like do immobility. Okay. So immediately there's an archer. The rest are swordsmen in this area. Oh god. Hello. That still sucks because freeze isn't great. Freeze is still pretty strong. Especially since it has a chance to immobilize. But you know what that isn't? That isn't fucking lightning. So I'm kind of okay-ish with that. And it looks like their healer is way back here. On the tracks. I don't know why they're on the tracks, but they're on the tracks. And both of their casters are ice casters. The only other shitty thing beyond that is that there's another fucking bow dude right here. And we may or may not get reinforcements in this one. We'll just have to find out. Alright, well. Time to bite the bullet. Recognizable and memorable, oh my god. It really is, and I hope that eventually when we get, like, the OST thrown onto Spotify or some other form, that we get proper titles.
Comrades, we will seal off the mines, whatever it takes.
Because there's only 1 or 2 tracks that actually have, like, proper titles right now, and the rest are just, like, battle 1 through 12 and shit. But there's some really good ones in here.
If it costs us our lives to destroy our enemy, so be it. Detonate the charges and let them rot in pieces among the iron.
I didn't expect him to have that voice.
We've no hope if they set off the explosives. Do not take this lightly. They're willing to martyr themselves to defeat us.
This battle is ours.
Wait, am I not on one of the... Can you not actually? I guess if I want to use it at the station, I would have to be able to ride it? I can't just send it. That sucks. So one of the other guys that's not on a bird could probably do it. Because, like, the call tiles should be, like, right here.
Take that!
Oh, you whiffed, bruh.
I will end this.
That's bad. Time to chill.
Into the shadows.
Oh, so they're taking out that way because they don't have the jump for it.
I won't lose.
I don't understand why these aren't working. Ah, so it's doing it for this, I can call it. Is there anyone on that track, actually? No. There's someone on that one.
Let's play.
You can moon jump. Oh god. I say you can moon jump, but moon jumping you will actually put you in danger if we put you there.
Think you can catch me?
You can just chill there, though. I feel like that other part of the minecart explanation that we accidentally skipped probably told us. No. Oh, wow, whiff. Ah, spinning slash. Rude. These guys are gonna start moving. Oh, that's bad.
All right, the rest of you, keep going.
Damn it! We need to hurry before the explosives go off. Defeat is not an option.
Ah, fuck me, dude. I don't like this. I already don't like this mission. So they're not even gonna wait for the first one to get fucked. They're just like, no, a bunch of them right now.
Death from above.
I'll take you on.
Crazy thing is that, like, that entire objective is just against us too. Like, we still have to kill all of these assholes.
Push on through.
Let me heal your wounds. Allow me. I'm just
Keep you
getting
going.
started. One step closer to our hope.
Where to next?
Decoy. I don't think the decoy is smart enough to do the defuse stuff, but that'd be hilarious if it were the case. But Picolette is gonna have to start rushing that way too.
I fight for peace.
Frederica's gonna have to bring up the rear and try to clear out these guys to make things easier for people to move.
Blaine, we can win this. We will make our ideals reality.
At your command.
Holy shit, you don't hit hard. Fuck.
Over here!
You just regen yourself? Wow. Wait. So you're telling me you can go here? I guess using that as traversal, so it just uses it as movement instead of you just using it to like yeet yourself there. That's kind of interesting. It's kind of weird too, though. But you can't fly up here? Maybe just because she's on an off angle from like the lip here. If I try to put her here, he's gonna move up though. You're gonna have to deal with this guy regardless. Whee! So that's what it is. We just use them as traversal, and if we hit anything in the way in the meantime, it's just kind of like an incidental thing. Okay. At the same time, having these archers is gonna be a pain in the ass.
Over. Taste my shield!
This'll hurt.
Get poisoned, bitch.
I won't lose.
How much time do we got on you guys still? 47 turns? Fuck me. Ooh. You can have that then. Wee! Sorry. I hit the decoy.
Yes! I shirk from no danger.
Oh. Oh no. Not the actual Piccoletta. Oh god. Rude.
Let's play.
Well, time to whip the shit out of you. Actually, you just casted. You're probably our bigger concern right now.
Take this.
In fact, if we can...
Thing. Ever more lovely.
Oh god.
Oh!
Why did you have another one? But
forward.
I'm gonna assume hitting the bomb is not a good idea.
Hit the mark.
Oh my god, why? Fuck. Wait, what? Oh, he's not hurt.
For one and all.
That was most welcome.
I don't feel so good.
Yeah, I bet you don't. Oh, you're stuck too. I don't think you can kill either of them. The caster is weak to it. She is hurt, but she's not in a good spot for that. Okay. Just keep yourself up. Ooh, but the follow-up. Nice.
Come at me.
Oh, god damn it, Piccoletta, why? The stupid... Fuck. I was gonna have him shove this dude, and now the fucking decoy's in the way. Oh my god.
Gotcha!
Oh, he's got counter. That being said, I can't have him stay here if we gotta deal with this.
I fight for peace. Blame, heed my call.
Are you in need?
Alright, well at least we'll get rid of this guy.
Got you now.
You're open.
Now we can move on from this spot.
I've mastered something new.
For life.
Fortify. Ooh, both of them.
The hunt is on. Victory is ours. Your orders?
Ooh, yes. Let's take care of that. Shut up. Oh, I can't call it. Floogies here. No. I should have put her on another thing, but I thought that might have been enough. How many turns on you? 58. Oh, he wasn't in range for rolling. Nice. Okay.
I see right through you. I don't feel so good.
Does it actually have a chance to paralyze here? Yo, hold on a minute. I didn't think about that. The fucking rails have iron on them. Okay. So we could smack you. It's not gonna do a lot. I still want to just focus on this guy. But that's something to keep in mind for later.
Forward.
Yeah, let's get moving here.
Choices, choices.
Can we do that without? No. Shit.
Light as a butterfly. What to it?
I shall do what I can.
Oh, you know what? I think Roland doesn't have his back hit thing anymore because he gave it to Eridor when he was out of our party.
I appreciate it.
We haven't had any indicator of that. But we'll see. Oh god. I was like, is he gonna be able to hit? Shit.
Come at me.
The healer's starting to get closer. Oh, 23? Hell no. Get this out of here.
I will end this.
There you go.
At your command.
Can you? No. You can land there. You can use that for movement, but you can't. Yeah, we'll shack you up here then.
Here I come.
I want you out of the picture regardless.
Now! I will fight to my last breath.
Your orders?
I say if he's gonna follow up, then there's no point in doing all that. Gotta get him a little bit further, but they're not gonna kill him in 2 volleys.
You won't escape.
Now! Yes!
Yeah, Vlora was pretty cool.
Now! Yes!
Okay.
I won't lose!
Still... double thrust, maybe? Alright. There you go. We're at a point right now where we got rid of most of those bombs. That's not to say that some of these guys in the further reaches won't do something as well. So you should still be careful for that. Oh god, and reinforcements are here.
For the duchy! For the loved ones awaiting word of our triumph! We will win this, one way or another!
How goes the scandals? Well, these guys have gone full Sieg Xeon and are trying to blow out the mines along with us in them.
More of them. Stay on your guard, my friends.
So we've already defused like 3 bombs. And there goes another one. Fucker.
Defeat is not an option.
Run, damn it. Go.
Ready or not, here I come!
I kinda don't want to lead these guys here by themselves. Yeet.
Hold your applause. I still got lots to learn.
It's hanging there.
Shall we dance?
Oh. Actually, we should probably pick at you. Donk donk. Ooh, that was a good chunk of health too. Whee!
This'll come in handy.
Heart Stealer. Oh, tempt. Yeah, so chance to tempt a single enemy for 2 turns. Right now, though, we just need to kill you.
Take this.
Ha, Hayota?
Cool heads shall prevail.
Is anyone hurt in this radius? Not. Well, she is a little bit. I really kind of want to get over here. Spico's still fucked up. This guy got hurt, but they don't have a lot of backup. That being said, we can also try to haste somebody. 16 to 13.
Make the most of this.
Our victory is assured.
Oh. Yeah, that's a problem. Phew. They're also moving because of Milo. Okay. We'll get hit if we do that. Oh, and I'm like a square short from being able to call the fucking... Damn it. That would have been amazing. Because the only one I can hit would also hit Milo over there.
My time has come.
Zone on those tracks. I don't really got time to grab loot.
I'll take you on!
How many turns are left on this thing? 59.
Push on through!
If push really comes to shove, we can cheat a little bit and just yeet somebody that's close enough with one of our Quieteses or whatever, but I'd rather save that for other things in case she gets really bad here. The problem is that he's gonna be in range of that caster. That'll put him out.
Your orders?
Take cover. Start moving.
You won't catch me.
Time to take flight.
Alright, now she's with us. Oh boy.
I won't lose.
Is anyone on that track? This is a really short track, actually. I don't think I can chuck any. Ooh. Oh god, what's happening? Magnum over here with the raid. Why does it say in the host that it's for 2? What's going on, everybody? Doing some Pokemon Unite. Hopefully you guys had some good matches. We're in the middle of the fuckery that is Triangle Strategy. The Duchy has gone full Xeon and is trying to fucking collapse the mines on us, even if it means collapsing it with them in it as well. So we gotta stop these bombs from going off.
Forward.
They ended up at 330. That's unfortunate. These guys are reinforcements. They just got here. They're gonna start their bullshit now.
Let the show begin!
Call that cart. Dunk, dunk. Rude.
Shall we dance?
I don't really have time. There's still so many of them there. But I don't know if she'll survive. Even if I get her close enough. That might be a sacrifice on her end. That's an archer too.
Shall we begin?
I will end this.
Wait, can you not use it because you're not already close to it? Oh, blazing chains won't reach. Alright, so we can at least get rid of the caster.
My time has come.
19 hours for day 1 of ranked and 23.5 for day 2. God damn. It'd be funny if we could just chuck a water stone and a bonds and then stop it like an ice stone. Wee! Just a Izuna drop ourselves, no big deal.
This battle is ours.
Oh boy. You can build a monument in her enemy's bones and honor her when you win, rather. Oh god! There's another one! Shit. They had the one that's more dire, like, really surrounded too.
It's not over yet.
Roland might actually go down here. Need you guys to start moving.
Good try.
The whiff.
I have failed.
Damn.
What should I do?
Let me heal your wounds. Your wounds are healed.
Thank you.
Oh boy. Alright, hold on. So she's next. How much time do we have on this? 29? Alright, we don't have to do it on her, but that's probably what we're gonna have to do. In fact, you're gonna have to deal with this guy. Can you put him to sleep? Put him to sleep.
Silence.
Go bed. No sleepy time? Fuh. Why no sleepy time? Fuck you.
You won't escape.
Yeah, get poisoned then.
Choices, choices.
Oh my. Just do it. because I don't know if I moon jump her, if she's gonna be able to interact with it. Actually, she's not gonna be able to do it right now anyway, huh? Oh no, there we go. Diffuse the explosive. And then... we still had time on this one. I can just move her back. Oh. Unfortunately, in our rush, Frederica's kind of been left by herself. Which is a little awkward. That being said, though... yeah.
For myself.
A little bit of damage. That way we can just hold on to her ship for now. Can you hit there? No. You can still hit these guys. You can't hit the one on top. Which sucks, because that's the one you're weak to. But Sanika's in trouble.
On guard!
Woo! Rude. I got that guy, wasn't impressed. Just immediate physical counter. Still got first in your bracket? Nice.
The hunt is on.
How close are you to death? Not very close. This guy would be closer anyway. Sight set.
Take aim.
You won't beat me!
I don't think its provoke will... it'll reach those two, but the height goes past that. Okay. Where does this cart take him? Here? Unfortunately, no one's on the tracks. I used the flight test type a little bit, but mostly it was just a free Kai. So I think I might have been able to hold on to Gus's first place in my bracket, but I think Ginny may have barely held on to third by comparison, which is a little unfortunate. But we'll see once we get in there. Can't really ram him because he's gonna hit the wall anyway. Well, I guess he's gonna hit the wall anyway, so that's fine. Eat shit.
Out of my way!
It was a whiff! Oh!
My shield!
But the follow-up...
Defeat is not
Suck
enough.
on that shit. You can do hawk dive from here. Close, but not quite. Okay.
Death from above.
That caster's gonna be problematic in a second.
Impressed?
Bitch. Yep, here they go. Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh, bitch.
I'm close, but not quite.
Ooh.
Here I come.
You cheeky bitch. Okay, can't do that. You're on the thing. In fact, I should probably just prioritize anyone who's weak to anything. Ooh, okay. Hit him! Yeah! Toss it, ball.
Heal your wounds.
Can we actually just murder this guy? Yeah. Death.
You hit the mark.
No more shots from you, bud. Oh, God! What do you mean?
Wolford! More
Oh,
soldiers.
no.
We need to stop them before they can set off the explosives.
Oh, this is tiring. I already hate this. This sucks. Ooh, too big a height difference. Health-wise, she's doing okay. Caster's gonna be a bit of an issue here still, though. I say you could also just drop a stone.
For you. For you.
Ah! You gotta be shitting me.
Now what to do?
Thanks, I hate it.
You will know from down. Allow me.
Thanks, I hate it.
My time has come.
So you're also still here. That also won't let him follow up.
On guard!
Time to take flight.
Where the wolf is cornered.
Oh. I'd have to ride the cart to get there. Unless this square would be enough. Oh, it would. Fuck off, you.
From above. That hit the mark.
I am at your back.
To lead, I must grow.
Whew, okay. This is still bad, though.
I'm a fool. I'll show you what I'm made of.
Nah, you gotta stay up here.
The tides are turning.
You've done it now.
I'll do my best.
We'll just have to let these guys sit there for now.
My turn.
Alright.
Yeah. Victory is within reach.
You're wide open.
I feel stronger already.
Well, that's it for you,
Victory is within reach.
fucker. All these hoe ass counters and shit.
I shall do what I can.
You're gonna have to start picking up the pieces over here.
For one and all.
Yes, this will do.
Thank goodness for that cart. Please don't set any charges right now. I really don't have the patience. Lord. And there's these fuckers too.
Here I come.
Shit, that actually doesn't put them in range.
Take aim. Victory is ours. Let me show you what I've learned.
Oh, he's off the track too. Fuck. Alright, fuck it, just go around then. 'Cause you're gonna have to start dealing with these assholes soon enough.
Choices, choices.
Okay, hopefully you dodge.
You poor thing.
Hello, me. Haha.
I've never felt better.
At your command. Out of my way!
Woo!
My work bears fruit.
Carefully.
Oh no, that would just call it on us. I was like, is there one down here? No. Would have been nice. Ranged pellet. Yeah, let's do that.
My apologies.
Ha! That tickled.
The fuck it did.
Time to work.
Alright, it's time to lay low.
You won't catch me.
Okay. Just sit tight.
Let the show begin.
Oh my god, can we please defuse this? Let's get rid of it. Actually, feed us a
Shall we
swipe.
begin?
Be at ease.
Alright.
Owie!
Rude.
I fight for peace.
Probably, you're... Oh lord, what's that? The fucking gunning with them... with them Tims. Oh no. They're both gonna be in range of her though. Are they gonna move this way? Ah! Why? Why? Oh god. No, I had to do it to him. Oh shit.
You are so naive.
Oh, you still got hit.
Time to take flight.
This is an issue. I still want to deal with you. This is rough because we can't really murder ball to keep more bombs from being set either. So this could really go on for a hot minute if we don't start cleaning these guys up faster. But I also can't leave Frederica, like, on her own right now.
Take aim! Hush now.
Tent is only 60. Damn, okay.
Light as a butterfly. That must have hurt.
I am at your back.
Well, it'd be nice if you also wouldn't miss.
Are you in need?
You poor thing.
Actually, stay there.
For the honor of House Wolfort.
Back hit on my part, yeah.
Death from above. That hit the mark.
Taste my shield.
The picture? I think I remember what it was.
You won't beat me.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Oh shit. So we should be able to finish you. We still need to deal with this guy though. Fist of the North Stardust. Alright, so that's it for you. Is that still the only bomb? Not that that's not a big deal, but like, trying to make sure here. So this group is gonna start getting picked apart pretty soon. Just got a couple rounds to go.
Let me show you what I've learned.
Alright, well that's handled. Run, girl! Run away!
Let me heal your wounds.
Oh, shit.
This is what I do.
So, the kind of good thing for Frederica pulling those guys right now is that even though she's gonna get the shit beat out of her, he just hit one of his own dudes. They also couldn't ride that cart to hit these guys on these rails by moving this way.
This battle is ours.
The problem now is that she's trapped. She is super trapped, and that sucks.
Try this. This battle is won. May I?
Apparently the answer to that was no.
I'll do my best.
It sucks that you can't also heave those. It sucks that they put that into a whole other character. Fucking Medina has to do it. She can't do it for healing stuff.
Shall we dance? Dance! That must have hurt.
Defeat is not an option. Death from above!
How cute.
So hopefully that'll put him in range to die from the poison. It might not, though. Bonk. Decoy still calls us in trouble.
Here you fall.
Whew. Okay.
Beat me.
You're not gonna really be able to get anywhere in a hurry, so we might as well just pick some of this stuff up.
It hurts.
Hold on, I can keep her going. Just gotta sploosh some healing goop on him, no big deal. Scorch to at least cover both.
2 ashes. We will make our ideals reality.
Oh my god, if you could actually ride this and nail him, that would be amazing. But for now, let's just try to get a little bit of distance here. You got some choices. Oh, Pika! Whoa,
This battle is ours.
your girl's fast. Thank god.
Try this. Let the show begin.
Oh, can we? I was gonna hit the decoy, but that's fine. It'll explode next to them anyway. Bump. There you go. See? Doing okay. Ah! What's with you? Why do you have so many? Why is the healer the one that's just like, yeah, I got the goods, like every time?
Let's play.
Ooh. No. Oh, can't. Really, you can't because of the height? You're jumping in the first place. Alright, try from here. So at least get a little bit further.
You won't know up from down.
Yeah, yeet. Okay.
My turn.
The ice probably isn't helping too much either, but... Oh, hold on. I can just do this. Don't mind me, I'm not here. Whee! Okay. We still only have a couple of these guys to take care of.
From where shall we strike?
In fact, you know what? Just grab that. That's fine.
At your command.
You guys can at least cover the height. You can use aerial assault to get further as well.
I won't stand for it.
Just bash your head there, no big deal. There you go.
I've been waiting for this. Show me what you're made of.
The fucked up thing is that it's probably faster for him to come here, call that cart, and then go again, depending on how long this takes.
I will end this.
This also leaves her in an awkward situation because she can't really do a whole lot right now.
Take flight.
But you can. You need to go. I'm tired of your shit.
Heads shall prevail. This is what I do.
That was most welcome.
All right.
Where to next?
Ooh, that. Yes. Yes. That'll actually kill the healer, and then we'll just throw that decoy back in. Wee! Fuck you. Roadkill. Okay. Now we can just settle. Actually, hold on. Do that. Whoop. No more for you.
Suffer, sound
I
strike.
gotta get rid of those notifications. I always forget about that.
For the honor of House Wolfort.
Let's play.
One more jump. Wee!
Think you can catch me?
Okay.
Are you in need?
Got a pretty good force over there now.
Out of my way!
Poison's gone. Okay. Eridor's just like, wait a second, I'm coming.
Let me show you what I've learned.
Oh, it sucks that he's not on the tracks at all. And the fucking ice is holding her hostage right now. Calling the cart would just hit our guys.
This battle is ours.
Just stitch
Not
there.
another step.
This guy's been immobilized and poisoned so many times.
Time to work.
It's kind of fucked up, actually.
Yeah. Victory is within reach.
The healer keeps bringing him back from the brink, and he's just like, come on, man, stop. It's done already.
Sound strike.
Let me heal your wounds. I'm behind you.
Well done.
Let the show begin.
And one more ball to the face. Ugh. There you go.
Still got lots to learn.
His frosty soldiers have been dealt with. The mine is ours again. But why was Esfrost so desperate to keep it from us?
We're finally gonna get that answer. Victory! Or at least we'll get the answer in-game. Damn, actually that's a good amount of coinage we got there. Extra large recovery pellets too? Hell yeah. Well.
That was close. To think they tried to collapse the tunnel with themselves still inside.
Why would the Esfrosti blow themselves up to destroy the place they were charged to defend?
They got what they wanted.
It makes no strategic sense.
Nothing Esfrost does make sense. But if they were this desperate, there must be something in there they do not want us finding. We must see what lies at the end of this tunnel.
Now let us press on.
Let's see, what could it be? Yo, there it is! The salt!
Oh!
These pink rocks aren't iron.
It's salt. Or rather, salt crystal.
Crystallized salt, untapped beneath the earth.
As we figured.
The Rosellan legend my mother recorded is true.
The grand Norzellian mines must have been built upon a vein of crystals. This explains how Esfrost was able to cut ties with Hyzant.
As long as they could excavate their own, they didn't need to rely on the salt from the Holy State. They could fight without it.
How do you think Gustadov discovered this?
On accident.
Lord Dragan was in charge of the mines.
Yep.
Until he was assassinated in that sudden Esfrosti raid. which Gustadolf used as a pretense to invade Glenbrook, after which he claimed control of the mines. That tells me Lord Dragan was likely the first to discover the salt crystals.
And he was keeping it a secret from us the whole time. The fucked up thing is that if he would have told us, most of this probably wouldn't have happened, or at least we would have known ahead of time and would have been able to reveal it sooner.
However, a struggle ensued between him and Gustadolf over their ownership.
So Gustadolf had him killed and ordered the invasion of Glenbrook, in order to seize control of the mines and secure the salt crystals for himself. That scheming bastard!
I mean, Dragan was also a scheming bastard, but he was our scheming bastard.
Looks like we made the right call, taking back the mines. They already took loads of salt crystals to the duchy, but even that ain't gonna last them forever.
Indeed. If we can hold the mines, Esros will have no choice but to surrender.
And what if they discover another vein of salt crystals elsewhere?
A real possibility, if the Rosellan legend is to be believed.
Yep, where there's one, there's more.
But the Grand Norzellian mines only succeeded because all three powers worked together.
That's also true.
If this is the kind of terrain salt crystals are found in, Esros cannot dig a new mine all on their own that easily.
Meaning they are at their most vulnerable now, without a source of salt to call their own.
This does not concern only Esfrost. The existence of salt crystals will undermine the very foundation upon which Hyzant is built.
If people knew that, then the two pillars of Hyzantian power, the source and the might of their goddess, would crumble.
And it would prove the Rosellan legend is true. If we reveal the truth, they would be forced to free the Roselle they've imprisoned.
We hold the very future of Norzellia in our hands.
Whatever we decide to do, we cannot decide it lightly.
Indeed. For now, let us return to the Crown City. Huet, send word to the capital. I want Kingdom soldiers posted around this entire area. Tell them to allow no one anywhere near the mines.
It shall be done, sire.
Now we get to do the same thing they were doing. Minus blowing ourselves up. Oh, uh-oh. Milo, huh?
This must be what the old man was hoping to find.
Yep. It sure was. Meanwhile,
our army failed to secure the Grand Norzellian mines. It would seem House Wolfort interfered.
as always,
Forces already surround the area, so retaking the mines is likely out of the question.
They must have discovered the salt crystals. Damn them.
Gather our soldiers, and be quick about it. Aye, Your Grace.
I see you finally decided to answer my summons, Svarog.
I shan't use laboring in secret to complete the death knell as an excuse. Punish me as you see fit. If you think you can, that is.
Ooh.
I ought to wipe that impertinent smile off your face.
I saw what they brought in from the Grand Norzellian mines.
So you know the salt crystals.
Enough secrets, Gustadolf. Tell me what you are planning.
Is he about to get killed?
To use those salt crystals to put the final nail in Hyzan's coffin. To free the people of Norzellia from their tyranny by ending their monopoly over salt.
So here's an interesting thing to keep in mind. Part of what the Golden Route is about is essentially doing the same thing that he aims to do. But of course, we know how fucked up things are under not only like mostly under Esfrosti rule, because of the way people tend to just constantly be like, no you, and just, you know, this whole concept would just happen all over again, essentially, with them just trying to take land or whatever else.
By which you mean the strong will be free to trample the weak?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Because the bigger thing about Glenbrook taking back power is mostly us having to deal with Hyzant in its current state, including the taxes. If they at least had that pulled off of them, most of the people probably wouldn't give two shits, and they just kind of go about their own schemes anyway. That's a good point. Like, we've wiped out the remainder at the mines, which means technically that should be ours again on the map. We're constantly hunting down remnants in other places, so any forces that they have are still just at the duchy itself, or at the capital itself.
I will not argue semantics, though it is at least far more human to struggle for one's own survival, rather than capitulate to the whims of some goddess.
Also not wrong.
People have the right to discover their own strength, and wield it to claim what is rightfully theirs. Just as you are contesting me at this very moment, Uncle.
How long have you known of the Salt Crystal's existence?
The whole time.
I learned of the possibility long ago, when I read of them in an old text from the archives.
Is that a cover-up, or?
Ancient knowledge should never be discarded, as you well know, since you had Dragan study there to perfect his explosives.
Okay.
You are the one who had him killed.
Yep.
Spare me your unfounded speculation.
Unfounded, you say? Dragan oversaw the mine. It only stands to reason that he would have discovered the salt crystals first. So you, in your greed, had him killed, so that you might claim his discovery for your own. Not only that, but you used his murder as a pretext to invade Glenbrook. Am I wrong?
Huh. You have an admirable imagination. Admirable, but mistaken. Your son was quite the ambitious man, you know.
What do you mean?
You know very well what I mean. Indeed, Dragan did discover the salt crystals. Who else do you think told me of their existence? Yet he refused to hand them over unless I made him Prime Minister of Esfrost.
Right. I mean, that's true.
Scheming didn't end there. At the same time, he had initiated negotiations with Glenbrook.
Maybe with the Royalists? Because we actually weren't privy to that. We knew that he had us in his back pocket in case Gustadal turned him down.
He offered them salt crystals in exchange for a noble title. He sought to fatherland and foe for all he could get.
Lies! All of it! How dare you dishonor my son's name!
I thought if anyone understood the extent of Dragan's ambition, it would be you. Uncle, now is not the time for family squabbles. Glenbrook now knows of the salt crystals. It is but a matter of time until Hyzant learns of them as well. We must make ready to stand against them.
What would you have me do?
The death knell is taking far too long to build. See that it is finished with haste. Do that, and I will name you my Prime Minister, so you may fulfill your dearly departed son's dream in his stead.
Very well.
There is no time to waste. War will be upon our doorstep before we know it. A war to end all wars. A war whose victor shall rule Norzelia in her glorious entirety.
How many times have people said shit like that? Sleep, my friend, completed. Alrighty. So let's see where that takes us now. So weird that it doesn't just like yeet you out after you do the save, and I guess in case you want to do multiple slots for whatever reason.
Deep in the Grand Nozelian mines,
Right on the
most
border still.
unexpected discovery. Crystals of pure salt.
Could we just blow the main pass to Esros and start rebuilding during their isolation? So, technically, yes, we could. We would also have to seize up this part of, like, the river.
Now in
Next to the mines.
knowledge that could alter the course of history in Norzelia. the members of House Wolford gather at Whitehall.
Which would mean taking further further borders, like pushing the borders northward a little bit more to have more of a secure spot. If griefs could passions move.
Unexpected though it may be, the salt crystals are now ours. How shall we proceed?
Carefully, for it has the potential to alter the balance of power across Norzelia. This is an opportunity to reshape the realm to our benefit. We must be strategic.
It's a target on our backs is what it is. There'll be no peace for us so long as we hold them.
I mean, it wouldn't be peace regardless.
Hyzant will set upon us with a fury we've never known if they hear of this.
She's right. They will stop at nothing to defend their faith.
Nor will Esfrost go quietly into the night.
Then let us prepare for when word does spread, rather than fret over how long we can keep the secret. Whether we protect the salt as ours or find another way to use it, we must act soon.
What say you, Your Majesty?
We find ourselves at a crossroads. Not just as a kingdom, but an entire realm. Our decision will touch every life in Norzelia. I too wish to act quickly. But I beg you all for a moment alone with my thoughts.
Your boy's sweating.
Your caution is admirable, but ill-advised. Hesitation could cost us everything.
That much is obvious. Yet I cannot race headlong into the unknown when so much depends upon us.
Benedict, I find myself unmoored as well. I wish to hear from all present before we decide upon a course of action.
As you wish. Pray let it be swift.
Serenoa, answer me this. Can I count on you to walk the path with me? Whatever it may be.
I was named Lord of House Wolfort long before I was inducted into the Saintly Seven. And I've been your friend even longer still.
Say no more. Take the others to Castle Wolfort and await my word. Likewise, inform me of any movements from Hyzant.
Yeah, we're gonna have to be... We're the only kingdom that can alert them of anything.
As you wish. Until we meet again.
So we're in an awkward position because Telior Domain is still kind of just coasting right now. So really, the capital has nothing to defend it from Esfrost at all. We do have the mines, but they could also just go from the river, move here, and if they really wanted to, just circumvent that entirely and just do maybe a couple naval skirmishes and wind up right here at the palace with the cannon in tow and just blow that shit down. So if we really wanted to try to starve them out in terms of salt, we would constantly have to put pressure like here, hold the river, and then just hope that they would eventually surrender. Now, I don't think that's going to be an option for us, but that would be the long and short of that. Did we get any more? Oh, Milo. Anna asks if Milo is raising poisonous plants, but the dancer insists that some plants have more than one use. Okay. Of course. Gustina, ooh. Alright, so let's take a look at some of the stuff going on in Esfrost then. The changing of the time spares no one, not even the Norzelia Consortium. Ah, scheming.
Have you heard the popular rumor, Lord Claris?
That Hyzant intends to raise an army against Glenbrook? Yes, I am familiar.
So it's reached the consortium then. Is it true?
Easy to.
King Roland has only just reclaimed the Crown City with Hyzan's help, not to mention restored relations with them. Ordinarily, such a thing would be unthinkable, but the rumors are so persistent that I think something may be afoot.
Wow, they're still speculating that over here?
For example? I wouldn't be so restless if I had an example to give.
Esfrost gathers its troops at Twinsgate. Might they have heard the rumors as well?
Perhaps. A battle for the very soul of Norzelia may loom on the horizon. But therein lies the opportunity for merchants like us. You can't wage war without a surfeit of supplies.
Or they just acquire your shit.
You're quite right about that.
And each shift in Norzelia's power balance opens new business opportunities.
Will the Consortium continue trading with Hyzant?
'Tis difficult to say. I believe House Wolfort's actions from here on will be key to the Consortium's decision.
House Wolfort, you say?
Indeed. They've been involved in most every conflict between the three nations on this continent. Why stop now?
Right.
I shall wait and see how Lord Serenoa responds first, lest I make any hasty decisions.
We're pretty much the vanguard for the Eastern Front. If we're actually going to be protecting Glenbrook or the capital. Gustave gathers his troops at Twinsgate and rallies them by revealing that the Grand Norzelian mines and salt crystals have been taken from Esfrost. Ah, so now the word's going to be out for that. Ooh.
I am gladdened to see each and every one of you, my ironclad brothers in arms, here at Twinsgate. I have asked you here to tell you of a most fortuitous discovery. We have found crystals of salt deep in the Grand Norzelian mines. Alas, Glenbrook has taken those very mines from us. What's worse, Glenbrook's esteemed House Wolfort is led by one of the saintly seven of Hyzant. They will no doubt be informed of the salt crystals, and their precious religion will be shaken to its core. I trust you can all imagine how Hyzant will respond to such an affront. They will not go quietly, but will instead seek the crystals for themselves, that their reign of terror may continue unimpeded. Therefore, we must subdue Glenbrook and seize the mines for Esfrost if we are to counter this grave threat. But we cannot stop there, for that will only draw Hyzant to our gates. They will stop at nothing to conquer all of Norzelia in their name.
And we know that that's true.
The Duchy has never been in a more precarious position.
This dude.
But we will not yield. We subscribe to no faith, and we bend the knee for no king. We shall greet our enemies at Twinsgate with cold, hard steel. Our newest weapon, the Death's Knell, is nearly complete. With it, we shall strike back at Hyzant. The false goddess shall crumble beneath the sheer force of our iron will, and Hyzant reduced to rubble along with her. Raise your swords, my black iron heroes. Your names shall be cast in iron when the histories of this day are written. You shall be known as the defenders of Esfrost.
Damn, throwing around the title of hero, it's a boot.
For Esfrost!
Oh yes. The Death's Knell will reduce many a falsehood to rubble, dear Gustadolf.
I don't know if he's just being bitter or if he's actually just gonna turn it into a giant bomb. See, the word of salt crystals within the Grand Rosalian Mines reaches the Hierophant's Palace. Oh shit, okay.
Ah, Milo has sent a dispatch from Glenbrook. Deep within the Grand Rosalian Mines lies... It would seem salt crystals were found within.
Impossible!
The discovery of salt outside the source explains Gustadolf's recent provocations.
I thought they were already pretty much either, like, aware or speculating about this anyway.
How can you be so calm?
Tenebris.
The teachings tell us that salt is a blessing, bestowed only upon the goddess's followers.
Does he actually believe that?
The discovery of these salt crystals is an existential threat to Hyzant.
Salt crystals are salt too. We need only keep word of this discovery from spreading.
Of course. But how?
Are we gonna have another book burning in order?
Hierophant has spoken. Minister Exham, you shall raise an army and seize the Grand Rosalian Mines in Hyzant's name.
Yo.
The Hierophant asks us to invade Glenbrook?
Do you have another way to silence King Roland and his royal hounds in House Wolfort?
Minister Serenoa is one of us, and thus is honor bound to heed the Hierophant's word. But we know not if he will do so, or if he will cast his lot with his precious king. You shall ask him yourself when you surround Castle Wolfort en route to the mine.
Oh. Okay.
And if he resists?
Kill him.
You are free to deal with him, as we do with all who forsake the goddess.
Damn. So you're gonna put us to metal. See what we do.
Hyzant has learned of the salt crystals. Minister Exham of the Saintly Seven wastes no time in mustering his army, which now marches on the Grand Rosalian Mines.
Meanwhile,
Gustadolf amasses his own forces at Twins Gate in anticipation of the war to come. All eyes are on Glenbrook, where Roland and Serenoa's pronouncement could touch off a battle for the soul of Norzelia.
but that was real quick.
After much deliberation, Roland makes his way to Castle Wolfort to inform Serenoa of the decision that now weighs heavy on his heart.
Roland visits Wolfort and tells Serenoa of his decision. Now I get the feeling we're gonna have another split here.
I appreciate you coming all this way, Roland.
I was the one who asked for your time, so it is only natural I make the journey. I wish to tell you that I finally made up my mind.
And I would hear your decision if you were willing to share it with me.
I've long pondered over the one thing that Norzelia needs most. I thought back on the Salt Iron War. 30 years have passed, yet the root of our conflict remains the same. Each nation still thinks only of itself, wishing to fill its coffers even at the expense of others. But who bears the brunt of such a war?
The people.
Exactly so. The avarice of the ruler is an existential threat to their loyal subjects.
And yet without that wealth, the people suffer just as much. They languish in poverty.
This much is obvious. But there can be no winner without a loser. Remove one, and you necessarily remove the other. If we achieve equality, we achieve peace.
And how do you propose we achieve? No. No, surely you don't mean...
Uh-oh.
Yes, The goddess's teachings. All can live as equals under the goddess. An authority greater than any king.
Oh.
The model nation was in front of us all along, Serenoa. The holy state of Hyzant.
Roland is going with Hyzant.
I have decided that we must give the salt crystals in the Grand Norzelian mines to Hyzant.
And in so doing, you'll give them control of all Norzelia.
Exactly. There will be no more squabbling over salt. Norzelia will know eternal peace at last.
Unequal peace, surely. One built on the backs of a people like the Roselle, if not the Roselle themselves.
I am not blind to that fact. But so few will suffer for the good of so many. Nothing in this world is perfect, Serenoa. The sacrifice of the few for the good of the many. It's the only clear answer, and one I would give every time I were asked.
Submitting to the goddess will rob you of your kingship.
So be it. My crown, my pride. They are but small prices to pay for peace.
You are truly prepared to throw it all away.
Join me, Serenoa. Let us unite Norzelia under the Holy State.
Oh, shit.
Roland, this is quite sudden.
I understand. Pray, take all the time you need.
I didn't really expect him to go that route. Wow.
I expect Frederica will want nothing to do with this plan, seeing as it forsakes her people.
Right.
I am already mourning the rift this may cause between you, but I shall not be swayed. This will be my final act as Glenbrook's king.
I mean, he's been looking for an out pretty hard for most of this.
King Roland's anguish plays plainly across his face. It pains me to see him so tortured.
I'm not surprised. The future of our kingdom, to say nothing of the entire continent, rests upon his shoulders.
Pray tell, what do you intend to do about the salt crystals?
In truth, I cannot decide. Salt is too precious to be hoarded. We've a duty to share it with the people, which is...
Where the difficulty lies, yes. The source makes that all too clear. Salt lies at the heart of every war in Norzelia.
The salt is strong.
Would that the boundless salted sea of Rosellan legend still existed. We'd have no need of conflict if there were a source of salt for all.
My love, if I may, the discovery of the salt crystals has made two things plain to me. The first is that my mother spoke true in the legend she passed on to me.
She wants to try to find that place.
And the other is that the goddess's teachings are nothing more than a lie built to constrain your people.
Just so. We are guilty of nothing. Yet the Roselle languish in the source, where they are looked down upon and forced to work until they die. Entire generations lost. Countless lives given to Hyzant's cruelty. Cruelty created to justify Hyzant's own avarice and lust for power.
Such is the ugly lie at the heart of their teachings.
One revealed by a crystal of the mineral they hold so dear. The time has come, Serenoa. The Roselle must be freed. The salt crystals have brought us to the brink of war. We can harness this unrest, incite the Roselle to rise up and rebel against their captors.
I am with you. Believe me, I am. But you make it sound so...
Simple. Yes, I know. But the suffering of my people is so distant for everyone else. We can no longer wait for someone to do the right thing. Help isn't coming. Why else would my own mother incite rebellion? We are alone.
I swear to you, none of this feels distant to me. The Roselle live in my domain. I am betrothed to you, my dear. It couldn't feel any closer.
And I thank the stars that I have you by my side. I do.
It's about as close as it can be to a non-Rosellan.
In truth, that's why I think this time will be different. Why I'll be able to accomplish what my mother could not.
I agree. But the risk is immense. Suppose we succeed, what then? Hyzant will not let us go quietly.
Of course not.
Hmm.
And when that time comes, you can lead the Roselle to Centralia, just as your mother wrote about in the book she left behind. Beyond the Great Falls and the Folk's Domain at the end of the Norzelia River, the ancestral home of the Roselle.
But that's just a legend.
We've already found one legend to be rooted in truth. Perhaps this one is as well. And if not, at least you'll be safe from harm.
I doubt Benedict will share our feelings, though.
Nope.
Abandoning all we've built to embark on a journey fraught with danger in search of a legend. Yet no matter how perilous the path ahead, I would happily walk it at your side.
Okay, they mentioned Benedict as well, so now we gotta hear his angle, I guess.
I trust you understand what a monumental effect the discovery of these salt crystals will have on Norzelia's history. Whatever course of action we choose will determine whether House Wolfort leaves a legacy in that history, or is expunged from it.
How would you proceed, Benedict?
I would do all I could to keep it from falling into Hyzant's hands.
Yeah, so he wants to just prevent... At this point, he's going against Hyzant. They always have. So that's Benedict's aim.
They already control the source. With the crystals in hand, they will solidify their grip on the realm and in time dominate it. The siren song of a false equality under their goddess shall blanket the land, claiming every domain and its people.
Even though they count me among the Saintly Seven?
Even then, for that matters little when the equality they espouse is dictated by the goddess, or should I say, the Hierophant. In the end, they will have the same life and death control over all Norzelia that they now hold over the Roselle.
And our wounds from the battle with Esfrost have only begun to heal. Hyzant will destroy us if we wage war against them in our current state.
Yep.
But they stand little chance against us if we ally with Esfrost.
Ally with Esfrost? Are you of sound mind, Benedict?
Quite. Think about it for a moment. Esfrost wants nothing more than to loosen Hyzant's grip. They will go to war if it means control of the salt crystals.
Yep.
Our interests are broadly aligned, yes, but...
Esfrost has been building toward precisely that purpose for some time now.
You speak of the Death Knell, the weapon that Cordelia mentioned.
Yep.
Precisely.
We need it.
A weapon capable of reducing the goddess's shield to rubble, leaving Hyzant's capital ripe for the taking. Without that weapon, we cannot win. You need only say the word, and I shall convince Esfrost to join our side.
I appreciate your candor, Benedict, and I do not doubt you could secure Esfrost's cooperation. But I fear the harder fight is within our own domain. King Roland's heart will not be easily won.
Or won at all.
I bid you listen closely and calmly to what I'm about to ask.
Oh boy.
From whence this somber tone?
Do you believe King Roland is fit to rule?
What are you implying?
Decorum is of little use when the fate of our realm is at stake, Lord Serenoa. Are you content to spend the rest of your life in servitude to another?
Not another word, Benedict. Roland is more than my king. He is my friend.
And you are Lord of House Wolfort, whose military prowess is known to all Norzelia. Not the guard dog of Glenbrook and Hyzant. What else are you here to do, if not to protect your house and keep its banner aloft? But you have the potential for so much more. All Norzelia could be yours if you but desired it.
Treason, if not outright regicide. These are your suggestions.
Of course not. The blood in your veins and the royal family's ring are claim enough to the throne. There is no need for violence.
Yeah, we would just have to reveal our thing here. Oh my god. Get out of here, you. There you go. Thank you.
I told you not to speak of that again.
But you did not tell me to forget. The time to reckon with your lineage draws near. You must make a...
I've heard enough. Leave me.
Just know that I will do anything you ask of me, Lord Serenoa. I pray that you make the right choice. Not only for House Wolfort, but for yourself.
So, he's right. The ball is in our court. And even our dad, in his dying throes, said pretty much the same. Oh my god. Once again, House Wolfort stands before three diverging paths. The time has come to lay their convictions bare before the scales and make their greatest decision yet. So here's the thing, and this is where our path has to diverge from what's essentially the true ending or the golden path because of one mistake that we made. The story is approaching a turning point, so I'm gonna ready to save your current progress. Ooh. So the mistake ultimately was for us to actually try to stick it to Hyzant with the illegal dealings. If we were to have actually gone to Esros with the deal itself, we could have actually met up with Svarog, revealed Roland's identity to him, and had Svarog and the cannon itself in our back pocket for this moment. But now, he's had to surrender it to Gustadolf, and he may or may not have even sabotaged it at this point, we don't know. But the problem is that we've never met with him, and because of that, we don't have any means to actually getting that on our side. So even if we go one of these other routes that are presented before us, now we're gonna have to deal with both of them. And or just do it all. So that actually would throw us all the way back to chapter 9 to make that decision. And I do have another save file for that. But that being said, we should probably see this one through with one of the other decisions, and then we'll just do that as a continuation. But as you can see, this is a point of no return. So yeah, this one will be where we go back to. But for now, let's try to figure out what path we're gonna take here. I should have just did that. Oh well. Here we go. It's kind of why I'm not in a super big hurry for the side stories now, because at this point, we're gonna reach this point again and probably just end up doing them then, depending on who's here or not.
There is no doubt.
They've heard word of the crystals.
It was only a matter of time. We knew this.
Esfrost's army gathers at Twins Gate as well.
War's breaking out over this thing, and we've got to be ready.
How will Glenbrook respond, King Roland?
There's no need to prepare for war.
Oh boy.
I've decided that we will surrender the salt crystals to the holy state of Hyzant.
What?
Furthermore, I hereby declare that the kingdom of Glenbrook and its people shall submit to the goddess and her teachings. There is no way to bring happiness to all Norzelia with the salt crystals, which is why I have chosen a path that will allow the greatest number of people to live in equality and harmony.
How could you? Do you not see that Hyzant's dominion over Norzelia's salt is why we are in conflict already? Is the suffering of the Rizal not proof enough that the goddess's vaunted equality is a lie?
She speaks the truth, my king. Handing over the salt crystals is tantamount to giving Hyzant's goddess free reign of Norzelia. Will you so readily surrender the realm to the Hierophant?
I acknowledge the abdication of my kingdom and kingship alike. A small price to pay in my eyes, in exchange for the security and prosperity of the many.
And the sacrifice of the Roselle, is that a small price to you?
It is.
How could you say such a thing to my face?
I, for one, oppose. I would prefer to ally with Esfrost and strike back at Hyzant. The salt deposits within the mines give us the leverage we need to convince Gustadolf to join us.
Right.
Ally with Esfrost? You dare suggest we ally with the man who murdered my father?
Whew.
I see no reason why we should not. You proposed abdicating the throne for the sake of the kingdom and its people. So you should have no trouble putting aside your own feelings and judging this matter dispassionately.
Exactly.
I cannot believe my own ears. I will not have you lecture me on feelings when it is not your father he murdered.
None of you can see beyond your own grievances. It's no wonder my people have suffered for generations. We're told to believe in the goddess, while our own lives are thrown away to make a few more grains of your precious salt.
Oh, let's go. Frederica's had a fucking enough.
And now, even with proof that the goddess is a lie, you would watch us dig our own graves for your comfort.
Lady Frederica, please. We shall speak of the Roselle in due time.
No, I've heard that before. Your due time is never, and I will not have you cast us aside for another 3 decades or more. All else is in disarray. If Hyzant seizes the salt crystals, we forfeit the best opportunity in decades to free my people. We know the truth. We must act upon it. We must be a light in the darkness.
We cannot afford to dilute our forces when the enemy marches on us as we speak.
So we are a distraction to you?
I am merely being rational. Liberating the Roselle would be extremely dangerous. We cannot take such a risk. Suppose we succeed. How do you propose we fend off the fury Hyzant will rain down upon us?
Esfrost would pounce on us, sensing weakness at the undue burden we've taken upon ourselves.
Precisely. We would be without allies and ripe for the taking.
There is another way.
And what, pray tell, would that be?
We set out alongside the Roselle in search of Centralia.
Centralia is a myth.
The legends of my people are true.
I care not one whit if they are. I will hear no talk of forsaking the Wolfort domain.
Silence!
Ooh, let's go.
I've heard enough to know where each of you stand. Do you all hold the courage of your own convictions?
I do.
Nothing I've heard here has swayed me.
I feel the same.
So 3-way split, with everyone else kind of in between.
But know that a choice must be made. There can only be one way forward. Face the scales of conviction and prepare to make peace with the outcome.
Ah, boy. The vote we take today may well open a rift between us. Nevertheless, it must proceed, and I am prepared to accept its outcome. Oh, there's some dudes here, too. What's with you? To think King Roland, Lady Frederica, and Sir Benedict's convictions would diverge so greatly after all this time. Just between you and me, Lord Serenoa? What do you make of their plans? I see, I believe Benedict plans to use Esfrost's ideals and freedom to ascend to the top of Arnozelia. That's interesting. I think Roland intends to put his personal feelings aside for bringing peace and equality to everyone. Frederica's wish is a human one. She desires to liberate those who have been cruelly oppressed. Huh. So, this is interesting because it at least the way that it says is to, almost like he intends to do it for himself. The best option considering the shattered route. It's kind of hard to say. The more interesting one would be Frederica's. The best one would be us just taking it, taking this area for ourselves. Using that freedom to contest Gustadolf in our own time. And just waiting for that opportunity to turn things around in our own favor. Which would mean Benedict. Frederica's is pretty, like, out there. But it also kind of makes me wonder what would happen if we went that route. Roland's is kind of a bit much. Like, so bending the knee to Hyzant either way seems like a horrible idea. I kind of wonder what he would say for this, though. So he would join forces with the Duchy not only to survive, but to prepare for the final stage of his plan. I think it is a strategy that no ordinary tactician would come up with. I would most certainly not want him as my enemy. Thankfully for us, he is House Wolffort's most loyal retainer. Indeed he is. Though it does make me wonder if everything he has done is simply for the sake of our house, or something more. Everyone's choices are deeply rooted in their convictions. It makes me wonder if they'll be able to abide by the Scale's decision. Lord Serenoa, it will fall to you to lead everyone down the right path. Of course, I wish for all of us to walk astride the same paths as we always have. Was that the second he tried to speak it? Yeah. So, I think if we examine... There's, if we actually did the route proper, it would be, there has to be another way, and we would have, like, a whole other cutscene for us to, like, piece together what that path would be, and then we would go down that route. But now we're just set up with a regular, like, Scales scenario. Everyone else except for those three is undecided. Lord Serenoa, I cannot help but feel our greatest battle lies ahead, regardless of which path you choose. I know that this may not be the best time to say so, but... My wife gave birth to our first child not a few days ago. You're a father before a soldier, it's your duty to protect your own house before that of Wolffort. I will not force you to march with us, I ask only that you act according to your own convictions. Lord Serenoa, you will allow me to leave House Wolffort at a time like this? But of course, before you do though, allow me to thank you for all you've done for our house. I wish you and your family every happiness. Thank you, Lord Serenoa. It is an honor to call you my lord. Alright, so everyone else is undecided. These guys aren't going to bend at all. We'll put the split on 9, and then we'll save whatever route we're doing at the time on 10. So if we ever wanted to go down the other ending routes, we could just do it from here. I'll probably just do another one there once we, sort this out. So, I kind of want to go the path of most resistance, which would probably be Frederica's vision. But Benedict's strategy is also interesting. We'll try for Frederica first, and see what happens. Either way, Roland's is probably the one we're going to try to veer away from the most.
Lord Serenoa.
Benedict and King Roland would march us to war. Frederica would see Hyzant hunt us for all eternity. Perhaps their vision is not so different. So it's come to this, ally with a one-time opponent, or flee with the Roselle.
However...
Bold proposals all. Our tactics must be flawless. May take effort, but they can be swayed. This one should listen to reason. So hers is the one that's hardest for her, because she still has a lot of Benedict's sensibilities on her. So you ascend to Frederica's vision for the future. war is coming, a war for all Norzelia, and you would forfeit your role in it? There's no better time to free the Rizal than now, while Esros and Hyzant squabble over the salt crystals. This is how we end the war. Hyzant will crumble once we free the Rizal. The Desnel and Elfric are unleashed on the battlefield. The casualties will eclipse any war that's come before.
Perhaps.
The Desnel and Elfric, the casualties will be immense. I had not considered that they might be unleashed simultaneously. The stakes warrant it, whether they are complete or not. We have already shown them the way by using Elfric in battle. Precisely. They will undoubtedly both be employed.
Then?
Unprecedented destruction is all that awaits us here. A war whose victor will rule over a pile of ash. Wow, so we're talking mutually assured destructions levels of shit. And considering how few villages in actual kingdoms there are, Glenbrook's already gotten fucked. One way or the other, either Esros or Hyzant, or even both, are gonna get obliterated by those respective weapons. The entire middle plains that we're in right now for Glenbrook are going to be completely decimated because of the march and them clashing. Like, we're not gonna have much to rule over here one way or the other. And I will not be party to such devastation. I can think of far more productive uses of such power. I see your reasoning. I confess I thought only in terms of battles past. So much so that I forgot avoiding battle was ever an option. Eridor's gonna want to throw down one way or the other. Our sweat and bloods fed this land, built it into a proper domain. I see no reason why we should surrender it all to Hyzant. And Lady Frederica, while I sympathize, asks that we risk everything for the sake of the Rizal.
Here's what I think.
Benedict's got the right of it, I reckon. But even that doesn't quite the nagging feeling I get every time I think about our options. Interesting that this one can listen to reason. In fact, he could go with either of these if we pushed him hard enough, damn. How could you possibly support Lady Frederica's vision? Have you gone mad? The war will never end so long as we hold the salt crystals. We must relinquish them and break the cycle of violence. I wish to carry on, nay surpass, my father's legacy of protecting the Rizal. I need you with me, Eridor. Tugging on his heartstrings for his father or for the king might work. I don't know if he's really gonna believe this or not. Now do your own father. Meaning what exactly? Do more for the Rizal than he did? I know things aren't what they were during the Saltarian War, but it is not House Wolfort's duty to come to the aid of those in need. Are we not to fight injustice and tyranny wherever so it may be? You dare invoke Lord Simo's own words. I cannot do this alone, Eridor. The risk is too great. Only if all of House Wolfort unites as one will we have a chance to succeed. I hear you, lad.
And so?
Just give me a moment to sit with what you said. That might not have worked as well as we wanted. Kind of figured that would piss him off either way. Alright, so Hewitt.
However,
Hewitt's gotta be pretty torn up right now. Here we stand after a bitter fight to reclaim the Crown City, only for the king to speak of forsaking it. As his subjects, it is my duty to follow his decree, and yet... My lord, the choice before us feels immense. I am utterly adrift. Pray, tell me how you see the proposals from King Roland and the others. I need your guidance. Yeah, like, she really doesn't want to go with Roland right now. You taken Frederica's side in all this? What fascination do the Rizal hold for you, my lord? Fascination, huh? Frederica has showed me a future in which no one is beholden to salt or indeed to any nation. There's no better time for the Rizal than now, while Esros and Hyzant squabble over the salt crystals. That's never gonna go over well, like, so much has been done for the sake of Salt. And it's still important one way or the other. So the choice is to ally with the Duchy, who prize might over all else, or submit to the Holy State, who prey upon the weak.
But...
You mean to suggest we simply do neither? Precisely. She has shown me the Rosellan legends are true, which means there is hope for all of us. I hope I would bet my life upon. So long as we sit between two nations, we've no compassion for the weak. I fear we will never know peace.
Furthermore,
I take your point. War will spread, and perhaps only end in the death knell and Aelfric are unleashed upon the continent. So you see why I would choose to flee with the weak, rather than to party the atrocities of the powerful. It would be a flight amid a hail of arrows and steel, but so righteous and noble that I would be proud to give my life for it. You stated your case well, my lord. Interesting.
what do you need?
Each path before us demands a great sacrifice in exchange for a great reward. I am sure King Roland, Benedict, and Frederica have agonized over their proposals.
Well...
So now we must agonize over our own decisions. Sinless and reason. She's also not really resisting on any of these too much. I must say I'm surprised by your support for Frederica's vision. I've been by her side for years, but I must admit it's rather hopeful, if I'm being charitable. Perhaps you see something I do not. Roselia will be forever plagued by war. I wish to leave this place and create a new nation that only knows peace. My father's defended Roselle all these years, and I intend to carry on his legacy. In truth, I agree with you. Her plans are impudent and ill-advised, or imprudent. That seems a little much, and I don't know if she would really care too much. You mean to forsake not only your domain, but all Norzelia?
No.
I can see that Hyzant will not admit defeat, should we manage to free the Roselle. Do you truly believe that searching for Centralia and starting anew will prove any easier? I do, though I acknowledge that it is far easier said than done.
Uh-huh.
I should say so. It sounds like a daydream, if I may speak so plainly.
I don't know.
Yet this world is vast and full of wonders. I cannot in good faith argue that Centralia does not exist. What's going on, Richard? Perhaps forging ahead is the only answer. May it lead us to the future you dream of, if it is what you desire. If nothing else, as Frederica's attendant, I must say that it warms my heart to see you support her so diligently. You must truly love her. Okay. Well... The rest of them, I think, are just gonna say shit like...
Serenoa.
We must give Hyzant the salt crystals, cow Esros, and unite all Norzelia under the name of the goddess. Else you will never know peace. The Roselle will continue to suffer, it is true. But this will end the war as we know it, and countless more will live in peace as equals.
I have made my decision.
I will see this done not just for the people of Glenbrook, but for all Norzelia. Roland, you are the king. Surely cooperation with Hyzant need not mean the forfeit of the kingdom.
I think not.
That is where you are wrong, my friend. My time on the throne has shown me that the people need a force more powerful than any king that show them the way. There are many paths that lead us out of war, Roland. Cooperating with Esros, for instance. End the war by allying with the very Archduke who set this in motion? No. Cooperating with tyranny ends nothing. His avarice has brought only pain and suffering to this land. If anyone understood the torturous path I've taken to arrive to this decision, I thought it would be you, Serenoa. Your words have no power here.
Serenoa.
Only we can free the Roselle and expose the lie that has kept them in bondage these many years. However, we must move quickly while their gaze is fixed upon the salt crystals. I believe we can succeed. I hear your plea, yet I cannot help but wonder if we can wish to act with so much haste.
But...
I know not what I can do to prove to you that I have thought this through. I swear to you that this is no fit of pique. Benedict's stratagem may also provide a chance to strike at Hyzanth. Would that not be enough? It also prolongs this war, and thus the immense sufferings of my people. Even if we do prevail, you know as well as I, my brother is not a merciful man. He'll not spare so much as a thought for the weak. That much is true. The Rosel's plight would then be buried once more amid negotiations between the nations. Do you see? The time is now, and only we have the power to save them. Power we forfeit if we assent to Roland's plan.
I have decided.
His is the one vision of our future I cannot abide. Perhaps my concerns may seem narrow when all Norzelia is at stake, but I know you can save my brothers and sisters. I beg you to consider it.
My lord.
We share a common goal with Esros at the moment. It is incumbent upon us to seize that opportunity and rid Norzelia of Hyzanth for good. Indeed, the Salt Crystals make an alliance with Esros possible, but Roland would never assent to it. He feels the weight of the crown, underestimates his own abilities, and has allowed his hatred for Gustadal to cloud his judgment. I sympathize, but those matters should have no bearing on the welfare of our house. Perhaps you're right. But then, what of Frederica's vision? Do you concede that her plan concerns our house?
Quite impossible.
I concede nothing, for her strategy is out of the question. She asks us to forfeit all we have fought to build in this domain. How can I reasonably entertain such a proposition? And he'll brook no argument otherwise. None.
We must decide.
May I remind you that you are Lord of House Wolford. Your duty is to your people, above all else.
I believe I've reached a decision.
This moment requires a dispassionate mind. I pray that you have one. Alright. He's not gonna go well with this at all. Let's see what happens. Dun dun.
It is time to cast our votes. The opinions before us are many. Roland's, Frederica's, Benedict's. Which to choose? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
Okay, so the three of them.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Wow. I have made up my mind. I stand with you, Lord Serenoa.
You have my vote.
I put my faith in you.
I have faith in you.
So there is another choice, but we fucked up and so we don't have it. We'll try to rectify that next time, but we're gonna try to go with what we got for now. I decided that this is what's best for King Roland and us all.
I'm with you.
My mind's all made up. You got my vote, lad. Alright, so it's gonna be a landslide here.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
Dun-dun. Yeah, they're just gonna fucking yeet.
The way forward is decided. Frederica's dream is worth realizing. We will free the Roselle from the source.
Oh, here comes the fallout. If griefs and passions can move. Alright. So this is the split. We'll do this route on 10. And then the bigger split, where we go back really far, is going to be on 3.
A tumultuous meeting exposes a yawning chasm between Roland, Frederica, and Benedict's visions for the future. Yet only one will emerge victorious, for such is the custom of House Wolford. As ever, the scales of conviction have the final word. The time has come for judgments to be rendered and leaders to steel themselves for the outcome.
One last request.
We've chosen our path. We are to free the Roselle being held in Hyzant's source.
Uh-oh. Benedict.
You have chosen the one path I cannot take.
I understand your disappointment, Benedict, but the scales have spoken. And so I ask for your wisdom. Help us find a way to free the Roselle.
Hyzant will destroy everything you hold dear if you attempt to free them. That way lies ruin. Your choice is to turn your back on this house, to cast aside your land and the people who have built their lives upon it. I will not, I cannot endorse such betrayal.
I agree that we will be ill-prepared to defend the domain this way. Should that come to pass, I am prepared to flee with the Roselle and search for Centralia. They say it is home to a boundless salted sea. Surely a land where none need fight for salt is a land worth seeking. This is an opportunity, Benedict. We could find a new home instead of fighting the wars of old yet again.
Why not channel that resolve to lead the people of Norzelia as their king? You hold the power and the might. You lack only the will. With the salt crystals in hand, you shall ascend the throne. I shall see to it that you are coronated.
So that's his angle.
Then we can liberate the Roselle, or whatever else your heart desires.
Yep. We're not just taking it for Glenbrook, we're taking the entire thing on his route.
Liberate the Roselle, or whatever else. I never dreamed I would hear such callous words fall from your lips.
I stand by them. I care only that you and the legacy of House Wolford are safe and secure. I shall offer my counsel by force, if needed.
Is he gonna throw down right now?
You don't mean to fight the lad.
Stand down, Benedict.
Anna's gonna be torn to shit for this.
No, Anna. This is a challenge that I must accept.
Benedict legitimately just like raised her.
I beg you to reconsider. If you mean to proceed with this folly, then you will do so over my dead body.
Benedict.
You can do so much more, Lord Serenoa. The salt crystals give you the upper hand. Esfrost and Hyzant would bend the knee to you. You could unite all Norzelia under your rule.
You were right about me, Benedict. I lack the will. I have no desire to rule Norzelia. I wish to see an oppressed people set free and nothing more.
At what cost? Would you see your loyal subjects conquered by another nation?
I would forfeit my lordship. The people of Wolfort will endure without me. The Roselle have no such champion for their cause. We are the only ones who can set them free.
And we also know that the Kingdom of Glenbrook, when they were under Gustadal's control, actually were doing okay. They were pretty pissed off that we came back for various reasons. Now, of course, the question is, who actually wins if they conflict between themselves without another party in there?
Give me the order, and I shall reduce Hyzant to rubble. Then they shall be free.
The ensuing battle will only breed further resentment, or worse. displace others who will be treated like the Roselle.
Also not wrong.
War cannot solve every problem, and our liberation of the Roselle shall prove as much.
So that's a good point. If we go there and do that after everything's done, we are pretty much just putting all of Hyzand on the chopping block, including considering them slavers and criminals, which means their people would probably be hunted not only by our own folks, but also the Roselle themselves.
So, you now take blind counsel from your betrothed. To think that an arranged marriage will lead to this folly.
Ooh.
Enough! I came to this conclusion of my own free will. I have seen the challenges that face Norzelia, and this is how I choose to respond.
You are every inch Lady Destra's child. Your compassion steers you headlong into every conflict. Alas, compassion is easily trampled. It can only exist so long as it has an army at its back. My patience grows thin, Lord Serenoa. The salt crystals give you the power to bring peace to Norzelia.
You're wrong. It is little more than the catalyst for another protracted war.
A war we can win. Let me lead you to victory.
God, he is so desperate to make this work.
There is always a war to be won. Do you not see the cycle at work? I will break that cycle and use my power to liberate the oppressed.
We're taking a very Gundam approach to this, by the way.
You talk of fleeing from your duty, of pure fantasy.
We need you, Benedict. Why can you not put our differences aside?
This is absurd. You race toward your own destruction, and I will not be party to it. Lord Simon entrusted me with the future of this house.
So, as we saw, both of them had plans that they were completely opposed to, but that means that they were also kind of okay with the other option. So his is the hard no for this route.
And I swore an oath to Lady Destra that I would protect you no matter what the cost.
Oh shit. Even if it means beating the fuck out of you myself.
You are shackled to the past, Benedict.
I would call it loyalty.
And it has come to this. For the sake of our future, I must strike you down.
Prepare yourself. You came, you missed.
What?
Here! You came, you missed.
Oh shit. Bring it on, level 4. He was 16 at the time, but you know, either way. Eridor.
I yield. Grant me the mercy of a swift death.
Best friend and father figure to those two.
Neither father nor mother would stand for the killing of a loyal retainer. The rest of us shall make our way to Hyzant in secret. You will remain here. Lead the people out of the Wolfort domain before the Hyzantian army assaults this castle, and keep them safe.
These are your orders, in exchange for sparing my life?
These are not orders, and there is no exchange to be made. This is the last thing I will ever ask of you as my steward and loyal friend of House Wolfort.
And so, you follow in the footsteps of Lord Simon and Lady Destra, leaving me behind with the most arduous tasks.
Yeah. That's pretty much been his life the entire time, right? Dester died soon after our birth. He was actually about to live the rest of his life out with Simone and see that he got his proper care until his death. One way or another, he was shackled to this house.
I shall rise to the occasion, my lord. I shall do whatever is required to see that the Wolford name and its people survive. Should House Wolford lose its lord, I shall lead the house forward in your stead.
This also gives him his own convictions for what we... It's weird that one of our suspicions when we were talking to the other guy was that he would do it for himself. But now that there's a split between us, if we fuck up and he survives, he might do it himself anyway.
I have no doubt you will.
Benedict has left the party.
Benedict.
Mule-headed fool.
We've each made our choices. Now we must walk the path we believe is right.
Yes.
King Roland, this decision means casting Glenbrook aside. I know I cannot ask you to come with me, but will you agree to see to the salt crystals?
No. I am sorry, my friend. But I am not worthy to oversee such an important task.
Of course you are. You have always striven to be fair and just.
Buff bot. Yeah, no buff bot anymore. It's gone on Revenant.
You hold me much too high in regard. Our conversation earlier made me realize the truth. My faith was misguided, as were my actions. I believed exacting vengeance upon Esfrost would be proof enough I was Glenbrook's rightful king. But I gave no thought to the bloody cost of revenge. This kingdom and its subjects should not have to suffer such a selfish fool upon the throne.
I mean, if you want an example, he literally stabbed his sister on accident because he wanted vengeance against Laura.
Then, you will come with me?
I shall. Not as your king, but as your friend. If I can help those in need, that is enough.
So this also means that we are leaving the capital itself and the remains of Glenbrook, both in Benedict's hands for Wolford, and also within the Royalists' hands, after we just went out of our way to smack them down, or at least he did.
Glenbrook has the geographical advantage, and the salt crystals. And there are a small handful of trustworthy nobles remaining.
Yep.
I'm certain they will ensure the people thrive, even without a king. Glenbrook is in too powerful a position for foreign powers to interfere.
Roland.
They had to fight, so the two North and South had to fight against themselves.
You know you aren't leaving me behind. I've come this far by your side. I'm not abandoning you now.
You have my thanks, Huette.
Frederica, don't you think you ought to make your convictions clear to your companions?
Yeah, for going with your shit, you better bring this in hard.
Well, it's common knowledge by now that I'm an Esfrosti of Rosellan descent. I was a lonely child who hated that her hair was a different color from everyone else. But then I joined House Wolford. I met Jerome and witnessed the cruelty that my fellow Roselle suffered at the source. And I learned how brave my mother was, how long and hard she fought for her people's freedom. Compared to the horrors they went through, I have lived a life of privilege and comfort. I am proud to be a Rosellan, and proud to be a Wolford. I wish to be strong. Strong like my lady mother before me. And I wish to see her dream of freeing our people fulfilled. I understand the difficulties that lie ahead, but hope that I might have you all with me.
We will always be there beside you, Frederica.
Oh, meanwhile.
My lord, Hyzant's army has sent a message ahead of their forces.
Yeah, so here's the problem with their plan already. We know that they're coming ahead here, and they're going to surround us, which means if we're going to do this, we first have to escape, and we also have to hope that they see past us and head to the mines.
It says, the Grand Norzalian mines must be conferred to the goddess as a divine offering.
An offering? Sounds more like an ultimatum.
Precisely. If we refuse to relinquish the mines, they'll put the Wolford domain to the sword.
Then we've no time to waste. We must make ready to leave at once.
I love the idea that they're just gonna be like, knock knock, and no one's gonna answer. Like some civilians gonna be like, huh, they're not home.
Benedict.
I leave the rest in your hands, Anna.
All these years I have watched you. I may not be able to replace you, but I will do my best.
Oh, damn.
Loath as I am to burden you with such responsibility, that is heartening.
This ain't the Benedict I know. Come on. Where's your usual glower?
You never change.
Huh. I should hope not. Defending House Wolford calls for consistency. And defend Wolford I shall, even in your absence.
I shall hold you to it. Both of you.
I'm telling you, we've got it under control.
Your voice hasn't gotten any quieter.
Sorry. Parting ways with a friend always gets me worked up.
Thank you for seeing me off, you two. Farewell.
So we gonna boot Milo? I don't know. I would assume. Or maybe she's just with us.
Byzantine forces.
Because here's the thing. The reason that she was brought in and was doing stuff for us, despite still giving information to Hyzant, was because she saw an opportunity to follow us regardless. If we actually were that powerful. Going with Frederica's plan is probably the least advantageous to her entirely. If we went with Benedict's plan, she probably would stick around, but I don't know if that's even going to be a choice that she makes here.
They haven't entered the domain yet. If we act now, we could sneak around them and reach the capital.
Focused as they are on seizing the salt crystal deposits, I'd wager their domestic defenses are at a minimum.
If we can get into the capital and have the Roselle and the Source take up arms, we should stand a fair chance of helping them escape.
So we'd have to fight our way in, fight our way out.
But Hyzant is wary of Serenoa for keeping the salt crystals from them, despite his position as one of the Saintly Seven.
Right.
They may be short-handed, but if they spot him, we'll never make it inside.
We can use the consortium cart to slip unnoticed into the capital.
The wagon from Claris? You sure we can trust the consortium?
Yes. If only because this benefits both us and him.
That's true. They need an in still. They already know that they're plotting on their own, so.
In exchange, I told him what secrets we learned of Esfrost and Hyzant.
So here's an interesting thing. For the other route, for the golden route, we would still have to fly the banner of the consortium in order to do that. So this would be part of the plan.
You mean you told him of Dragan's murder and the illicit salt trade? I hope he understands those secrets must never leave his lips.
He understands. Once people learn of the salt crystals, Norzelia will change, and the consortium will have a new role to serve.
Yep.
Now that they know, they will be better prepared to negotiate their position. They agreed to help us as a show of gratitude.
You've thought this through. Well done, Anna.
What of our things, Gila?
Stored safely within the cart, of course.
All of our accessories and stuff.
What things?
The explosives we found in the tunnel.
Ah, nice, nice, nice. So we don't have blast crystals, but we do have bombs.
After we've gotten the Roselle to rise up, we'll set sail from the harbor and make for the Folk's Domain, to the Great Falls. To make sure no one follows us, we'll blow up all the other ships in the harbor as we leave.
Frederica and I devised the plan ourselves.
A perfect way to make an escape with so many people.
Wise of you to make for the Folk's Domain. It's distant enough. You'll have plenty of time to hide.
Aye, about as far south as you can get. No better place, if your end goal is Centralia, too.
It's a good plan. We shall do what we can to make sure it succeeds.
Crafty as ever, you Wolforts. I'm glad to be on your side.
But one problem remains. How do we get the Roselle and the Source to turn against their captors? If we can't win their trust, all this is for naught.
Exactly.
We need some way of persuading them. And quickly, too.
Let me worry about that. I can find the words to convince them. I am my mother's daughter, after all.
All right. I know you'll figure something out, Frederica.
Yep, shatter the statue.
Huette, I'll need to send a bird.
Of course, my lady. Where to?
The Rosellan village. I'd like to tell Jerome and the others of our plan. I would have them meet us at the Great Falls.
Agreeing to such a thing means they will have to give up the lives they enjoy now. Do you think they will come?
I cannot say. Regardless, I owe it to them to let them know Hyzant is invading.
Yeah, one way or the other. If Hyzant's already gonna march for the mines, they're gonna take care of that village. Not to mention, they'll already be occupying Wolfort unless Benedict can succeed in, sending them off.
Indeed. Let us send word and see what they have to say.
So yeah, shattering the statue is another part of the plan.
Upon learning of the salt crystal deposits, Hyzant quickly musters her forces. They march upon the Wolfort domain, intent on seizing control of the mine. Serenoa decides to take this as an opportunity to free the Roselle enslaved at the source. But that decision leads to Benedict's departure from House Wolfort. Still grappling with grief over parting ways with their friend, Serenoa and the others make for the Hyzantian capital. There, amidst a land in turmoil, they hope to help the Roselle rise up against their oppressors.
So yeah, they're still on the march. Oh wait, what? Hyzant makes for the mines as Wolfart heads to the source, but how will the Duchy respond? Okay, so this will be the last one that we look at, and then we'll move on for today, because holy shit. We did a fight, and we're almost at 4 hours again with just story.
Archduke Gustadolf, we received word from Wolfort. XM's forces have crossed into their domain.
So they know of the salt crystals. How will House Wolfort respond?
I should think it obvious they will attack us. Their lord is one of the Saintly Seven, after all.
I am unconvinced of that.
Right.
Perhaps they will offer us salt crystals to secure our alliance.
So this is interesting too. He's already anticipating this, which means that, considering that, and the fact that their forces have been depleted, and the fact that they would still have to advance across Glenbrook in order to get to Hyzant to do it, one way or another, if we resisted hard enough at our court, they may have lost too many forces in order to actually make that happen. So having an alliance with us would be for their best interests all the same. And with him having no other allies, you know, his siblings are dead. Svarog's pretty much been cowed in order for him to have the cannon itself.
History is changing around us as we speak. If Wolfort wishes to guide the shape our future takes, he will need all the help he can get.
Yep.
He can choose to submit to Hyzant's tyranny, or work with us to bring freedom to our land. Or he might choose to take advantage of the chaos.
Ah.
Will you follow in Lady Orlea's footsteps, Frederica?
Ah, so he's also got that in mind.
Somehow I doubt it.
Oh god, one of his famous doubts, huh?
Your pardon, Archduke.
It's nothing. I let my thoughts wander too far. Whatever path Wolfort chooses, they all lead to war. Ready our forces.
So either way, they're gonna march. Alright. Well, after another long expositional onslaught, we did get through that other scenario. And we'll probably check on these two next time. Let's get to the encampment. I gotta look at some stuff. Goddamn. Woo. Desperate Assault's the last one that we got. We actually didn't get another one after that mine fight. Do you have more stuff? Large ranged. I think we already had that. Station recovery, large Starstone, large Starstone. Okay. Answering amulet, evasion amulet. No other unique stuff down here. Okay. And then some more materials as well. If there is one, yeah. Depending on like what happens when we actually get the Hyzand itself. I'm an old bachelor, and the young folks are the closest thing to grandchildren I'm ever gonna get. Will be buried before I am. Not if I can help it. Ooh. I have a little bit of extra kudos from that last fight, but no new notes. No new notes. Okay. Alright, well, hold on, because I can just do this. I'll save that here. Call it a day for now. Let's go on Zeta. Well, we're gonna be going the Frederica route this time around. The bigger question after we're done with this is whether or not we try to go the Benedict route before we do the actual Golden route, because that one is definitely going to take longer. I think we might do it that way, but we'll see how that goes once we actually finish off this route. But that'll be all for next time, so until then, this is goodbye to you two people. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.